you'll see that the cameras will come on one by one.
Yeah. Right, welcome back to our viewers. Apologies for the break over there. Unfortunately, it seems to happen at the same time every day, and we've just realized as the chef is using a lot of power in the kitchen, so we've asked the chef to turn off the bain-maries and the hot cooking for a while. We can smell the aroma coming through from the kitchen. They've employed a special chef for the catering for this weekend, and the meals have been absolutely exceptional and gone absolutely detailed meals, and everybody has thoroughly enjoyed it. But we apologize for that. We're back to the game.
Bobby, we are limited on the camera views at the moment, so but as they come online, we'll be able to change between the cameras.
Right, we're just resetting the cameras. We have to reset them after the power outage, but we've managed to install the one, and then we'll have the other three running up within 2 or 3 minutes. So we apologize for that, and thanks for tuning in. We will be bringing you the scores shortly of the other games, but I can update you on the scores on this rink, on this green. We do have a border playing against Boerland, and at this stage, after 5 ends, border lead by 5 shots to 3. Mpumalanga are playing against Kingfisher, and after 4 ends, the score is 3-all. Eden are playing against Northwest. Eden lead 4 shots to 3. And we just had another burnt end now, so that's 2 burnt ends. So we could be here for a long time this afternoon. So effectively, we haven't really lost any game time. We're going to replay this head. At the second burnt head, both Wayne York and C.P. Mathewson have big drives on them, very accurate. So that's 2 burnt ends we've had in 2 heads. So we're in for a long stint this morning there, Owen.
Yeah, it would seem this is going to be more than just an 18-end game.
Alongside me is Owen James, the Bowls executive member. Thanks for helping us out, Owen. Co-commentator Donnie Picketh just has to leave for a short while. Being a good husband that he is, he's gone to fetch Hayley at the airport. Hayley has just been to New York for a week or so. So Donnie's been missing her.
Yeah, I had to keep track of his flight, of the flight on flight radar to make sure that he was going to make it on time and that she wasn't running early. So I was tracking her flight all the way in so he could get to the airport in time.
Yeah. Well, Donnie said, as a good husband that he is, he certainly doesn't want to be late for Hayley. He's been missing her. He was pining this morning, in fact. Right, so Laura dropped a little bit short there with her first bowl, and Annalise has drawn a great bowl here. Well, Laura certainly has given this one an extra push. It's probably carrying a meter through the head. Annalise's biggest ambition, or biggest goal, immediate goal, is to win the mixed pairs again with her son. They have won this tournament before. And I'm sure they do have a lot of support there out in Kimberley. Well, there was a great ball from Laura. She turned the shot ball away, and she's holding the one. Ladies having a ding-dong tussle here. It was very good weight there from Annalise, just a little bit through the head. An interesting story is we actually asked Annalise why she does not play with her husband and why she plays with her son. She says, well, a few years ago, before her son was competitive, she played with her husband, and during the trial heads, Annalise played her first bowl, and she asked her husband how short she was, and her husband put his hand up above his head and he jumped into the sky and said, that's how far you are short. So Annalise said, I'm not playing with my husband anymore. She got off the green and signed the card. And that was the last time that they have played together. Annalise has a great sense of humor, sees the bright side of life. Complains every morning that CP doesn't arrive at breakfast. He's still sleeping. There's a good draw there from Wayne. He's holding the 2.
I believe yesterday morning she actually had to do a breakfast takeaway because he was running a little bit late.
Yeah, she was about to leave, and on the way to the car park, she just knocked on his door, and he was fast asleep. That's a little bit of a disappointing draw there by Sepia. Normally Sepia is a very, very aggressive player. And I think Wayne has made the same mistake. He's gone under the line, which pulls up the weight a bit. I'm sure Sepia will adjust now.
I can't see. Is there a comment there?
Gareth Cecil Reese-Gibbs
yeah.
saying, how's it to you?
Well, Sepia is certainly close with this one. Certainly very, very close. He just drawn number 1. And a big high five from his mum.
I just want to
Wayne
say...
has also drawn a very good shot. They're actually having a look to see who's holding the shot. All having a real good look at it. So Wayne York says that he is holding the shot. Sepia has to try and move the jack slightly for 2. I don't think he's quite got the weight to hold for the jack. Just probably need another meter of weight on that. So that's 1 to Southern Free State. The score is now 2-all after 4 ends. Very, very tight game, and we certainly are in for a treat this afternoon. Remember, this is a top of the table clash. Whoever wins this game will be on top of the section. Wayne York is currently on 18 points, and CP is on 15 points. There's 3 points for a win, but Northern Cape have a better shot aggregate. So if Northern Cape win this game, they will overtake Southern Free State on the log with 1 game to play. So that is 1 to Southern Free State. The score is now 4-all. If I can update you with some of the other results, or the other latest scores. Sables are playing against Limpopo. Limpopo are 6-3 up against after 5 ends. Port Natal are playing against KwaZulu Natal. 5-3 after 6 ends to Port Natal. EKB is 6-1 up against Andrew Sturley from EP. Johan de Lange from Sedibeng is 6-3 up against Jerry Baker. Could there be a upset brewing in that game? Still a long way to go. They've only played 5 ends. And Rudy Jacobs is down to BGN 5-3. That'll be a good result for BGN. It will shoot them up in the log a bit. It's a very, very good pairing that from BGN, Ernest Wagner and Panache Ziramba. So I'm looking forward to those results coming in this afternoon. Ernest Wagner currently is on 12 points, so if he wins that game, he goes to 15. And if Rudy Jacobs loses that game, he will also be on 15. And then Ernest Wagner seems to have a much better shot aggregate. Fran Baleri is on 13, is down, so it's looking good for Ernest and Panache for either winning that section or ending up with a bronze. Jerry Baker, as we said, is leading the section, but he's down in his game in the second game. So it's all to play for. Well, I see Laura has moved to the forehand, and she was a little bit heavy with that second ball, which has turned her ball out, has given Annalise a chance. The nice bender, it comes back nicely. There's a very good effort there from Annalise. We do apologize about the camera work at the moment. We are trying to reset them. We did have a power failure due to all the cooking that's been happening in the kitchen. So that was 3 disappointing bowls there by Annalise, and I think she knows that she's taken off her cap and apologized to Siapia. Siapia is a very young, fine man. He's a gentleman. Acknowledges the apology from his mum and says, "Don't worry, next head." Wayne is sort of overgrasped that there is a bending hand, but if you do go too wide, sometimes it does not come back. So Siapi has a very good shot to play. I think the important thing is for him to get a bowl in the head. And he's drawn a very good ball. He just touched the jack, which gives him second shot, which gives him 2 options with his next ball. A good ball there by Siapia. Seems to be a very confident young man. As he said, he has played numerous other sports, represented South Africa juniors at the World Indoor Cycling event in Scotland in 2013. Keeps himself very fit. And likewise, Wayne York. He's getting on in age now, but he has run 17 comrades. It's a good call there from Annalise. Just asking Siapia to try and turn the pink ball through the head or to trail the jack. It was a good effort there from CFPF. Probably needed another meter of weight.
Poor bastard can't get to number 3 too.
I can't get number 3. It's a picture of them on the mat. There you go.
Would have come sooner if I could have.
Yeah.
Dwayne York is playing the straight of hand again. This does not quite seem to be anybody. Got a nice little touch on the front bowl to move the jack.
Number 2.
Both Laura and Wayne
Flashes.
play with the Drake's Pride bowl.
I'm just going to go back to it and watch what happens.
As does CP Mathewson. So 3 of the players do play with the Drakes, and Annalise plays with the Vector. Taylor Vector. CP has got a very difficult shot to play now. He's certainly is a couple of shots down, and there might be 1 or 2. But to try and get in there is going to be very difficult. I think maybe it's sort of damage control now, try and get second shot. Very tight game. It's only been singles scored this whole game so far after 4 ends. So a 2 or a 3 is a sort of a kill in this game so far. Oh, Sepe's having a full run at it. Oh, very, very close. He was on target. So that looked like it was 2 for Southern Free State. The Southern Free State take a 4-2 lead after 5 ends. Border had a very good win this morning against Northern Cape, are now leading Boerland by 13 shots to 3 after 7 ends. Kingfisher, who have been the surprise of the tournament, are well up against Mpumalanga. Natal Inland are playing against Western Province, and Natal Inland after 8 heads lead 6 shots to 4. And Northwest are playing against Eden. Very close game there. Northwest lead 6 shots to 5. So the score, Kingfisher and Mpumalanga after 6 ends is Kingfisher 6 and Mpumalanga 3. That's Dora Foslu from Kingfisher playing against Lani Nell from Mpumalanga. Lani is a true character on the green. He runs after his ball and reaches the head before the ball comes to rest, even on his running shots. We've got a very important game. It's been live streamed now. The winner of this game will certainly improve their position on the log to go leading the log whoever wins this game, and they would have 1 foot in the final if they had to win their last game. So for the first time, CPS said to his mother, "Come on, Annalise, got to start getting the balls through the head now. We don't want any more short balls. Annalise knows that. She's letting her son down. She hasn't been really on top of her game. Laura at the moment is dominating Annalise. Certainly drawn another very good shot. Annalise certainly has given this one a push. She just played a great shot. An absolute pearler of a shot. Well done, Annalise. So a little bit of talking that CFP gave to her certainly did help. So it was a great shot there from Annalise. They need to score the set after dropping it to the last head. Now, Wayne York just needs to play over the draw, or he can play his forehand and try and dissipate the shot ball. That's the option he has selected. Laura says that she wants more weight to hold that line in front of the pink. There's a good opportunity now for CPA. CPA is going to play the same type of shot on the backhand. Either roll his ball over onto the jack or preferably come inside his ball and face the pink ball out for two. I've only got the one ball in the head. They needs to get something close. CP is certainly on a good track here. I just hope he's got the weight. It's been dropping very, very short on the backhand coming down. It's been quite disappointing actually. Playing a little bit of tentative. Giving Wayne an opportunity now to turn the shot ball away with extra weight. And Wayne York certainly has played with extra weight, but he's undergrassed it. And he might even turn all of a sudden. Annalise is now having a word with her son and said, "Come on, Siapia, you can't be short." And again, Siapia is short. He's probably about 4 feet from the jack. His first ball was 2 meters short, so he'll be disappointed with that, particularly if Wayne gets the shot ball now. If the jack comes through, he could be quite a few down. The Wayne has sort of overgrassed this one, so CFP got away with murder in this head. Wayne had 3 chances to try and turn that ball away, and he missed with all 3. So CFP can count his lucky stars that he will pick up the shot this head. And his last ball is taking a lot of grass, and I just hope he's got that extra weight. Well, he certainly has pushed this one. And just basically overplayed it slightly. So that's 1 shot to Northern Cape. Southern Free State are now leading 4 shots to 3 after 6 ends. So it looks like we're heading for another tight tussle here, and hopefully we can have another photo finish. We've had quite a few last enders in this tournament, particularly on our streaming rings.
I need him to come in and help me set the heights. I don't know how to do these things.
do apologize for the problem we are having with the cameras at the moment. We are trying to reset them. There was a power failure early on, which we have to reset all the cameras for that. I'm surprised that Laura is sticking to the back end. As we said earlier, the forehand seems to be the more consistent hand. Well, that's a great ball there from Laura. Certainly did find the line on that ball.
No, I need this camera, number 3. Okay, when it goes to channel.
So where do you want it?
The only cuts from the top of their heads, and then also number 4. Yeah, there. Okay, now up. Yeah.
So Laura is holding 2. Laura is probably the better of the 2 leads at the moment. Still have a long way to go. And Annalise, a wonderful person and wonderful character that she is, I know that she will be
There we go. That's it.
trying exceptionally hard to try and improve her performance.
And
This
these
morning.
ones don't, they move side. Okay. Right. So now.
Sepe has been under pressure a lot of the times when he's gone down.
Go to number 2.
The nice, gentle, smooth delivery. And as we said on that hand, when you do put on weight, it does not bend. It just seems to kick out halfway. This where he's that patch, it seems to kick out and only comes back at the death. So it's extremely difficult to play with any type of weight on the backhand. Annalise has rightfully asked Sepe to try and draw. Don't want to drop more than a 1 this head. The better line from Sepe. The problem is when you do nip your grass, it does bend away and it seems to take off the weight as well. I think a lot of players have made that mistake this weekend on this backhand going away. The minute you put on a bit of weight on the wide side, it just drifts away. And then they try and adjust and they go underneath and it pulls up. So Wayne is drawing another shot. So there could be 3 now to the Free State, Southern Free State. And I've got a slight feeling that CFA might resort to his big weapon, which is the drive. Wayne York has certainly given him a bit of a target now. And CFA has battled with a draw with the first 2 bowls. So he might intend to play the Kopklapper shot. We know when he's going to line up for the drive. Takes his time and holds that ball very, very tight. So I think the player should get away from the bank. Oh, a great, unlucky shot. Was a great shot there. I do not know how he missed the jack. Needed to flick the jack to get the burn. Certainly was on target again. So now Wayne can draw another bonus shot for 3 or a 4, which is a kill in this game. There's only been 1, 2 scored and the rest have been singles. Kingfisher are now 9-3 up against Mpumalanga. Natal Inland are 7-6 up against Western Province. Eden and Northwest are peeling the game 7-all after 8 ends. And Border are 14-4 up after 9 ends against Boerland. The Border pairing of Mark Hensberg are playing really good bowls this tournament, and they're lying 3rd or 4th in the section. Another good win here might even put him in the middle contention.
Just checking whether it's 6 ends or not.
Right, Annalise has changed her hand to the backhand again, and she's been drawing some good bowls. Jack level, so this is a big hit now for Northern Cape. 7-3 down, and they would not like Southern Free State to take an early lead in this game. Early lead, I mean, is a big lead. Laura will be disappointed with those two openers. The first ball was a metre short, and the second ball 2 meters. It's an opportunity now for Annalise to consolidate on that. Pressure has been released. The important thing is that she must not be short, which she has done. We've seen a few bowls on that hand played slightly shorter. I think it is the heavier of the two hands. Well, Laura certainly has adjusted with this bowl. And she's very close to the jack. That's a great, great adjustment from Laura. Well played. She's now holding at least one. And Annalise has certainly put on weight with this bowl, but she's still not quite going to reach, I think. Well, she's crept in, and it could be the shot. Could be a measure. She just fell out there at the end. But it's something for CP to play for. CP can now play with confidence there, turn Annalise's bowl or trail the jack himself. I'd just like to see a bit more positive play from CP in situations like this. He's playing a bit tentative, and I'd like to see a bit more forceful action from him. Wayne has played his first bowl, and he's very, very short. Probably needs another 2 meters on that line. Opportunity now for CP to try and get the shot, and or subsequently maybe draw for 2. He has opted for the 4-hand, which is a nice drawing hand. 2 options here. He can either draw a shot or he can rest the pink. And again, a little bit tentative, you know. I would like to see a bit more weight. He was just barely reaching the head with that ball. So if he added another meter, he would find the pink, turn it through for 2. Hard again, Wayne is short. He certainly has played a lot of short bowls. Unfortunately, Laura has been playing exceptionally well. Annalise has now changed Siapia to the backhand. The last yellow bowl might have been in Siapia's way. And the backhand has a nice bender at the death. So Siapia must just take that extra grass, and he's very close. Yeah, the line was excellent and probably just carried about a meter. But it was a good effort there from Siapia. At least he's through the head. The last two bowls, Wayne sort of played underneath the line, which possibly took his weight off. I think he mustn't play any fancy shot. He just needs to dead draw it by taking that extra line. Certainly has given it extra grass with this bowl. You're very close to it. It was a great effort there from Wayne. It just probably carried 2 feet or so. And like any good mother should be, she's feeding her son. It's a big, strong son to feed. And she took some sweets out of her bag and gave it to her son. Normally you only get sweets when you do something good.
When you've been a good little boy.
Yeah, and so maybe that's the indication now that CPM must draw another shot.
I thought so.
Well, CP certainly has given it the line again, and he's very close with this one. He's just taken that weight off again, so he's probably about a meter short of the jack. So that's 1 shot to Northern Cape. Keeps him in the game now. As the score is now 7 shots to Southern Free State and 4 to Northern Cape. There is still another 10 ends to play. They've only played 8 ends, so it's all to play for.
Screwing us around with they're moving the mat as well. And this camera here, number 3, seems to be zoomed in quite a lot. That one there, you know, it's very.
Annalise is keeping on the backhand. She hasn't really found that hand, but bowlers are very, very stubborn. They try to beat the hand, and sometimes they just don't give the other hand a chance. Hopefully Annalise can prove me wrong now. The line wasn't too bad, but as I said, with a touch extra grass, it just seems to drift away.
Number 3 is very, very close to you.
Well, they're standing very close to it.
Yeah, but you know, even you're seeing there. Normally we were seeing the ditch, and now I've got no view of the ditch. When they play down, I don't get it.
Well, there was no adjustment on that ball. In fact, she's actually put on weight. So Annalise will be very disappointed with those 2 openers. Laura certainly did not get that ball away. She sort of scraped her fingers as she delivered. Opportunity now for Annalise to put the pressure on. Very often when the opposition lead plays a bad ball, a poor ball, the other lead gets something really close. And again, she's played the the backhand going away from the board and 3 poor bowls there. And I'm very, very surprised that she has not changed to the other hand.
Okay. They picked up the Southern Free State 7. We've got it the other way around. Okay. Northern Cape has got 3, I think. 18. I think it might be 4. It's 4. It's 4. It's 4. The home score. Up.
Tsepe is also playing that backhand, and there's a patch in the middle of the green, and when it reaches that patch, the ball kicks out.
It's the wrong way around. Yeah, on the screen there.
If you have a look at where the balls are landing at the moment,
Yeah, not too bad, man. Yes, yeah. Yeah, we've just fixed it. We've just fixed it now. Yeah, okay, thanks, man. Okay, bye.
Tsepe has now changed his hand to the bender, and that hand is slightly heavier, so he's made the mistake of dropping short again.
That was my...
And in my opinion, they've actually wasted 4 bowls by playing that backhand again. As Northern Cape, at the minute they play the forehand, the bowl sort of lands in line with the jack.
I was used to the home being on the left.
And Wayne York has gone very, very wide on this bowl. And he needed extra weight as well. So Tsepe could be a couple of shots down there. I'll say he's 2 down at the moment, and he just needs to add a meter on his last. Alternatively, he can play with the meter and come inside the pink bowl and try and trail the jack for 5. Elected to draw. Certainly looks a lot better with this one. Well, he just missed the jack there, unfortunately. So it's not the best head that we've had this the weekend, but it looks like Southern Free State are holding a couple of shots. It could be 2. So if Wayne York draws another one, it could be 3. And this will be a crucial lead in the context of the game. It's a very, very soft 3 that Northern Cape have dropped. So Wayne York will be trying to draw the bonus. Letting for the safer option on the backhand. He doesn't want to play the forehand and touch the jack. So he's played the backhand and gone on the wide route again. And when you go on the wide route, the ball kicks out. So that was not a very good head there, Owen.
No, it's a bit all over the world at this stage.
I do have other results or scores for you, the latest scores. Toby Gerber from Sables, him and Karen Gerber, lovely couple. They're playing against Evelyn Clutie and Gorman Clutie. There are 10 shots sorry, 8 shots up. 8 shots to 7 up after 10 ends. Port Natal Bowls are playing against KwaZulu-Natal. Port Natal lead 10-5 after 11 ends. EKB are leading Eastern Province Bowls 12 shots to 3. Jerry Baker, who's playing against Sedabeng, is now down in that game, 11 shots to 5. And Ernest Wagner is playing against Rudy Jacobs. Ernest Wagner is leading 10 shots to 5. So that's a big swing about in that section. If Jerry Baker and Rudy Jacobs lose that game, it will bring Ernest into contention as well. Ernest could then be on 15 points. And it would have opened the door for Fran Baleri, but she is also down in that section. So the first, second, and third place positions are all losing at the moment in that section. Jerry Baker, Rudy Jacobs, and Fran Baleri. Ernest Wagner is lying in the 4th position, so it might open up for him to creep closer to the top of that section. There's still a long way to go in those games. They're only halfway through now. So we'll wait and see. Annalise certainly has played a great opener, but again, the second bowl seems to drop short. On the other games in this rink, Border lead Boerland by 15 shots to 7. Western Province now lead Natal Inland by 11 shots to 7. Eden 9 and Northwest 8 after 10 ends. And Kingfisher 9, Mpumalanga 7 after 9 ends. Annalise will try and put the pressure on Wayne York now and to try and draw something reasonably close to hold 2 shots. She's actually played a very good bowl. That's a great bowl there. It gives CP an option to play through the head, draw another shot, or trail the jack a couple of feet. I think sometimes that's been CP's problem in this game. He's trying to draw too neat onto it, so this might give him an option to play with confidence with a meter of weight, and if he does touch the jack, he will make 3. He needs to get back into the game very, very quickly. But it's up to Wayne now. Wayne will see what he can do. Wayne seems to play the right shot when he is under pressure. He's having a full go at the ball, and very close to it as well. Well, he got the jack, and they burnt it. That's the 3rd head that they have burnt this game. So this game might carry on for a while. Both big hitters, the skips. So they're going to take the bowls back and going to replay in this direction again.
At number 2.
Border are having a good day today. They managed to beat Northern Cape, and now they're well up against Boerland, and that will escalate them closer to the top of the log. At this stage, they are lying 4th in the red and the blue section. Kingfisher are now 10-7 up against Mpumalanga. If Kingfisher win that game, that throws them also in contention. So this section is going down to the wire. But as I said, this is the top of the table clash, these two sides that we are streaming. They're lying 1st and 2nd. Southern Free State have got 18 points. And Northern Cape have got 15. 3 points for a win. So if Northern Cape win this game, they will lead the section on shot aggregate. If Wayne York wins this game, he will have a comfortable lead, possibly a 3-shot lead going into the last game. Every time that Annalise changes her hand, the backhand, the ditch hand, seems to be slightly heavier than the other hand and tends to drop a little bit short. I'm sure she will adjust for the next bowl. Well, Seppi has just changed his cap now. Maybe he thinks his blue cap will change the luck. He's put his Northern Cape cap on now. He was wearing his South African cap. It wasn't working too well for him, so now he's changed caps. And sometimes it's a mental thing. Something just switches on. He is under pressure this game. Laura York certainly has had the better of Annalise. There's no real pressure on Wayne. He can just play with confidence. Throw the ball out and it'll come back. But again, he hasn't got the weight. Probably needs about 2.5 meters on that ball. If anything, it might be a good blocker. Sepp has given it a good line. Just needs to keep running. And again, Sepia, as we've seen so many times this game, just is not reaching the head, coming down this way. He needs probably at least 2 meters on that last hop ball. Sepe certainly has pushed this one. Well, he found his first bowl, which might have helped a little bit. I think he was 4 down. It might only be 2 now. I don't think he's quite reached there. Wayne will be disappointed with those 3 bowls. You know, nothing to be short for. He dropped 3 bowls there, a little bit short. And I think he's only holding the 2. And Sepe might be eyeing up to run it down the middle. And we could have another burnt head. These guys are very, very accurate with the drives, both skips, both big hitters. Particular Sepe Mathewson, grown up in the Kop Klappers area in Kimberley. We know when CFP is going to have a drive, he inspects his bowl, grips his bowl very, very tight, wipes his hand, grips the bowl very, very tightly. He gets down slowly, positions himself, and he's very accurate with the drive. He certainly let it go, and he got the jack again, so that's another burnt head. That's 2 in a row, so that's 4 burnt heads that we've had so far. And I think we're going to miss out on our lunch today, Owen.
Yep, it looks like we're going to be commentating right throughout our lunch break, and they might also be playing well into the late afternoon if they carry on like this.
As we said, they're both big hitters, and CFP in particular is very, very accurate.
Yeah, I'm actually admiring the accuracy that has been going on today.
Now they've thrown the jack in the same position, more or less the same position as last head. Now it's going to be interesting to see if Annalise is going to change her hand, because she just has not found the backhand going away. I'm really surprised that neither lead have switched to the other side of the green. The bowlers are very, very stubborn. They will try and having said that, it looks like Annalise is going to change her hand. CFP has changed her hand, so it's very good thinking from CFP. Just on the forehand, you need to take a lot of grass and it will come back. But her weight was very good there. Laura needs to drop about 1 meter from her first. We've only played 9 ends. We've had 4 burnt ends already. Other games have been completed 13, 14, and some of them 15 heads already. So we're going to be here for quite a while. So Laura has just missed her line slightly on the outside again, and when you do miss your line on the outside, it kicks out halfway down the rink. And generally, when Annalise has played this backhand, she has played it heavy. And again, the ball kicks out halfway through, so in my opinion, that's another wasted ball. Just has not found that backhand going up. So Annalise is really struggling at the moment, and see if they need some help. And CFP is just speaking to his mother now, obviously discussing some new tactics that they're going to try and implement. So Wayne has drawn the shot. There's absolutely no pressure on him at this stage. He's just basically drawing to an open jack. Again, CFP is under pressure. And the way this game is going, it looks like Southern Free State do have the advantage. They are getting more bowls in the head. Sippy is trying his best, but to try and get out of trouble with weight on the backhand is extremely difficult. Sippy knows if he goes too wide there, it's not going to bend. So he has come on the inside line and played a good bowl. They're having a good look at it. Laura feels that it's Southern Free State shot. Wayne just needs to play the same type of ball. If any movement of the jack, he will be make 3 or 4. But again, he's on the wide side, and on the wide side with weight, just kicks out halfway. Nasiape would be like to rest the back ball out for 2. However, he's got to be very careful not to connect with the jack. He could be a lot down. Certainly given himself a chance. He's very close to the ball. Well, there's a great shot there from Sepi on a very difficult hand. Great bowling there. He might have even made 2. Certainly showing his worth. He has been under huge pressure this game, Sepia. But he's held his composure. They're not out of the game yet. They're only 4 shots behind. If they do manage to get a 2 this head, it will only be a 2-point game. So Wayne is drawing, but again he's on the outside line. The minute you put a little bit of weight on, it kicks out and runs through. Seen a lot of balls wasted on it, backhand going away. So there's opportunity now for CFA to draw for 2 or 3. Certainly will be very happy with those first 2 bowls that he has played. Tough competitor, big strong boy. As we said earlier, that CFA did play a wide range of other sports. He's been playing bowls since he was 7 years old, but he's also got his South African junior colours and cycling. He represented South Africa in Scotland when he was a junior in the World International Championships, and he just seemed to run off the bowl a bit there, which pushed him wide again. The ball just does not come back on that hand. So that looks like it's only 1 shot to Northern Cape. So it's only 1 shot to Northern Cape there. The score is now 8-5 to Southern Free State after 10 heads. Kingfisher are now 11-7 up against Mpumalanga. That is after 11 ends. Northwest have now taken the lead against Eden by 12 shots to 9. Western Province are now leading Natal Inland by 15 shots to 7. And Border are up against Boland 16-12 after 14 ends. Kingfisher have been the dark horses of this tournament. Certainly have done very well. You've got young Timothy Woolley leading for Dora Vosloo. They make a lovely couple on the green. They encourage each other. And Kingfisher are now leading 12 shots to 7 after 12 ends. They are in contention in this section. They're not out of the section. certainly in the medals and not out of the medals. And if CFP Mathewson manages to win this game and Kingfisher win, it's going to be very, very close going into the last game this afternoon. So well done to Kingfisher. It's wonderful to see a smaller district come through, particularly younger players. We don't often see younger players coming through from Kingfisher. I suppose Terence McGlynn will disagree with me. That's a good opener again from Laura. Certainly has found this forehand coming down very well. And Annalise is after her. Annalise has positioned her first two bowls in a very good position. Particularly the way CFA can play and travel the jack. And she's actually drawn the shot with this bowl. It's a great draw there from Annalise. So that's 3 good bowls from Annalise. She certainly is playing a lot better coming this way than what she is going away from the board. Well, Laura has played a good bowl. She's traveled the jack, but unfortunately she's still one down, but it's a bowl close to the jack, which gives Wayne options as well. I don't think CFP would like to keep the head as is. I think he wants to try and get a bit of movement on the jack first or turn the pink away, because there is a good shot for Wayne to come inside there to get the 2 bowls, and the jack might splash to the bowl on the left-hand side of the jack. I think CFP will be looking to get a bit of movement on it.
It's working fine again.
Take the shot away from Wayne. Certainly very close.
Oh, my word.
Well, that's not a bad bowl. It's actually covering that set now, which will have to, Wayne York will have to change his hand.
Fire.
Okay.
Right, in the other section now, the red section, we've got a huge upset filtering through on this side. Jerry Baker, who is leading the section by 3 points, is playing against Sedibeng. And after 13 ends, Sedibeng lead JBA by 15 shots to 6, which is going to open up that section, giving other players such as BGN and Rudy Jacobs an opportunity to catch Jerry. But having said that, Ernest Wagner from BGN is beating Rudy Jacobs by 13 shots to 7. That is after 12 ends. So that will certainly push Ernest up on the log. EKB are up against Andrew Sturley from Eastern Province. I think Andrew's having a disappointing tournament so far. He did get a bronze medal last year in this tournament with his partner Desi Rosenblatt, but things are just not working out this tournament. And then we've got Fran Baleri, who is also in contention in that section, is now 19-15 up against Port Natal. And Truby Gerber is up against Limpopo. Limpopo were also in contention. So a lot of the top sides are falling away side as the pressure heats up in this tournament. And we should have some exciting games for you this afternoon. So Sepia looks like he's going to be holding one. He certainly has got the line again, but I don't think he's pushed it. I think he's a little bit scared of that head. Only shot Wayne has got to play is to play his backhand. possibly get hold of the pink ball on the side and flick it over to take the shot ball out. Wayne is very, very close with this one. He just has to slip that front wood. Well, he's turned that ball in of Annalise, so it looks like it's 2 now, which means that the score will be Southern Free State 8 and Northern Cape 7. So another tight game we're having over here after 11 ends. They've already had 4 burnt heads this game. That's why we're a little bit behind the other games. We've got 2 big hitters in the skips, Sepia Mathewson and Wayne York. And they're both very, very accurate with the drive, particularly Sepia. Runs it straight down the middle.
I'll change to 1. And there's 3 down a bit. Yeah, she moves that mat around quite a bit. KZN.
What's she got, 1915? Sorry, it looks like we received the incorrect information. KwaZulu-Natal on our 19 and Port Natal 11 after 17 heads. So KwaZulu-Natal have won that game against Port Natal, which really pushes Fran Baleri and her brother Donovan Fisher up the log. They're closing the gap there, particularly in what's happening in the other game. Ernest Wagner is beating Rudy Jacobs. So it's all to play for this afternoon. Back to our live stream game. Annalise is certainly undergrassed this bowl. She certainly has battled with that hand going away from the board. Can't find line or length.
Let me get out of your way.
Port Natal are having a rather disappointing tournament. Lionel van Niekerk and Vivian Crockett. They won their first game, and I think they've only won 1 game since then. So it's quite disappointing for them. On the other hand, the neighbours, KwaZulu-Natal country, are really doing well. Fran Baleri and her brother Donovan Fisher are doing exceptionally well, and they've shown a lot of composure in this tournament. Don't do that. Western Province at the moment, you've got Miles leading for Jenny. Miles has only been playing bowls for less than a year, and he's played exceptionally well this weekend. And now they've won a few games, but now they are well up on Natal Inland, 17-7. Sepia with another drive there. Sepia and Annalie are playing very, very well coming down towards the board, but going away, Annalise just cannot seem to find her line and length. Sepia's got a chance now to try and draw the shot.
I wonder if
He has been playing the backhand pretty well.
Hasn't he got the shot there?
Well, he's stalking it. He's on a very good line. It's a great draw there by Sepia. There's only one line that is if you play with the correct weight, it will bend at the death there. Certainly a great draw. I think Sepia is at the moment, he's actually got the better of Wayne. And Annalise is struggling against Laura at the moment, so we're in for a cracker of a finisher of this game. So Northern Cape keep on scoring. Border now lead Boerland by 20 shots to 12.
Charles.
So Northern Cape picked up a 2 at end. New leaders now, 9 shots to 8 after 12 ends. So they've got 6 ends to go. It's another great opener from Laura. She has certainly found the line coming down on this forehand. And so is Annalise. Annalise is playing better coming down. Her first ball was just about a foot short. We said Jerry Baker was leading the red section by 3 points. They are now playing against the host district, which is Sedibeng. And Jerry is now 15-8 down against Sedibeng after 15 ends. And he's playing with a relatively newish bowler, Hayley Erasmus. Hayley has only been playing bowls for 2 years and really built up an impressive record by winning the National Fours this year and winning the JBA Mixed Strips last year and reaching the semi-final of the JBA Singles this year. And I wonder if the nerves might be getting to her now towards the end of the tournament there, Jerry.
Yeah, it's the inexperience. You don't have anything to fall back on. You've never been in these situations before. And Laura York playing a cracker there now.
Yeah, Annalise is, let's see up here down again, you know. Yeah, just those couple of short bowls where she should be playing through the head. But anyway, Sepia will try and draw a second shot now to try and get something close. It was a great shot there from Laura to make the 3.
Sepia has got such a reliable delivery. I know that he's
Yeah, he's sort of got a model delivery, hasn't he? That gets down,
yeah.
does a little bit of a Rafael Nadal twitch. Right, Sepia is on the mat again, and he's very, very close to this. He's exceptionally close. He might even draw the shot here. Well, it's a great second bowl there. That's what he needed at this stage. He doesn't want to drop more than a 1. He is leading the game by 1 shot. Going into the last 6 ends, giving away a kill at this stage of the game would not be a very wise thing to do. But Wayne has got a good shot. Wayne plays with a meter off weight and turns Sepia's ball through. You make 4 of it.
And he's got the luxury of playing the reliable hand.
It certainly has. Certainly has picked a good line. And he's very close to it as well. Oh, he must have missed it by a couple of centimeters, that's all. Very good effort there from Wayne. Good weight for the shot.
All Charles has to do is maybe rest his own ball.
Yeah, he can actually get the shot off his back ball.
Yes.
If he rests his ball, he could actually sit in for shot. He seems very focused in this game, the Sepia. Really does. He's they lost the game this morning, but this game he looks very, very focused, taking his time with every ball that he's playing.
Oh, look at that control. That's beautiful.
Beautiful delivery.
Yeah.
Might have just taken a little bit of weight off for this one. Still gives Wayne the option to turn the ball through the head. Wayne delivered that ball pretty well, but I think he might have just gone on the wide side. Good effort there, good weight. Now it's up to Sepia. Sepia can play a great ball now. As his mother says, he needs to add a yard. He can rest his ball and fall in for shot. As we said, ladies and gentlemen, this is a crucial game. Whoever wins this game will take the lead in the section.
If all the youngsters playing there, if you just watch his grip routine is the same every single time. He makes sure that he's got the grip 100% correct.
And he's talking this one. He is very close. That was an absolute great effort there from Sepia. Couldn't have played it any better than that. So there was a couple of great bowls again from Sepia. He seems to be very confident in himself now. He needs a little bit of support from Annalise, from his mother, particularly going away from the board. Wayne is playing his last bowl, looking to draw another. They're very close to it. Just quite hasn't got the grasp for that, but his weight was very good. So that's 1-2 Southern Free State. It's now Southern Free State 9 and Northern Cape 9. That's after 13 ends. Right in the red section, after 16 heads, Sables are leading Limpopo by 15 shots to 10. KwaZulu-Natal beat their country cousins Port Natal Bowls 20 shots to 11. EKB, who are well up against Eastern Province Bowls, are now 14-10 up against EP. That's after 15 heads. And the big upset coming is Sedabeng, the host district, are 17-8 up against Jerry Baker from JBA after 16 heads. So that's a 9-point game with 2 ends to play. And in the last game, we have a tussle between BGN and Northern Free State, which is Rudy Jacobs. At this stage, after 15 ends, BGN 14, Northern Free State 11. So that game is also going down to the wire. It's a crucial game for both Rudy and Ernest. The winner of that game will probably jump up into second place. So with Jerry losing now, it opens up that whole section. So it will be all to play for the last game.
Laura's piling on the pressure.
Yeah, going away from the head, it's very frustrating for Sepp here. He wants his mother to get close, and there's a far better line from Annalise. She's very, very close to it, and just drawn number one. What a great bowl there from Annalise. Certainly has come to light at the right time. Sorry, I'm just reminded that the mother is Annalie, not Annalise, sorry. Sorry to all the Matthewsons down in Kimberley. I know there's quite a big family there. Half of Kimberley is known as Matthewson, so sorry about that. Kimberley is known as the land of the kop klappers. You've got to learn to drive before you can draw. I wouldn't give that advice to any younger player coming through the ranks, Jerry.
The funny thing is that those younger players, you don't have to give them that advice. That's all they want to do in the beginning.
Well, CP, as we said, he's been playing ball since the age of 7. Entered his first nationals when he was age 9. At the same time doing cycling, represented South Africa in cycling as the junior Springbok or junior Protea. And he went to Scotland to cycle in the World Championships. So he's a young, strong man, very, very fit. Good sportsman.
I tend to think I think Sepia played that one deliberately, trying to take the drive out of the equation, and That is really a big nuisance there for Wayne. Oh, that's a great ball.
Wayne has played a great ball there to turn that ball through for 3.
And see, Charles's blocker now coming back to haunt him.
Certainly is. He's just said that. Block himself. It's a very jovial character on the green, SFS. Nothing phases him.
He's going to play a heavy shot. He's going to try and find Wayne's ball on the ear and shoot the jack out to.
Certainly having a run at it.
Yeah.
Well, he got an unlucky result. He's taken the one out.
The way this game is going, we might actually not play this afternoon. We'll play tomorrow. They're going to burn another end here.
We might have to stop this game and tell him to play the opposite direction and finish that game. Wayne has gone very wide on that hand to one bend. Shots like that, bonuses could be crucial at the end of the game, you know.
He's going to try again. There's no doubt about it. Let's have a look at the from behind, how quickly this thing goes down the head. And yeah.
So that's 2, I think, to Southern Free State.
So it's 3.
So it is 3 to Southern Free State. So there's a sort of a kill that they were looking for. After 14 ends, they now lead by 12 shots to 9 against Northern Cape. Border are now have won that game against Boland, and Kingfisher have had a very good tournament so far. They are now 16-7 up against Mpumalanga. And Northwest are 13 shots up against Eden. We have 12. Some of the games are drawing to an end now. We've still got another 4 ends to go. At least 4 ends. There might be another couple of burns.
No, what do I do now?
Jerry Baker has lost his game. He's now 19-11 down playing the last head against Sedibeng and can only pick up a 6. So well done to Sedibeng for beating the log leaders there, JBA. And Sedibeng have a lot of support here. They are the host district. They've done exceptionally well in this tournament.
Very useful start there by Annalie. See, Charles really enjoyed that.
Yeah, Annalie's playing very well coming down this way. Just coming up, she stuck to the backhand. Just hasn't really found it. But a good reply there from Laura. Annalie certainly has given this one a good chance. She's playing with good weight here. Just going to bend inside. but very good weight. They ended up in a good position. And after dropping at 3, CFA will be wanting to score this end. Well, Laura's turned her own ball out of the head, so Northern Cape hold the one now.
Given the good line here, I like this.
Yeah, it's a very good ball there from Annelies. That was a good head from Annelies. Played 3 good balls there. So she's holding at least 1, possibly 2.
You just don't want to get rid of the S at the end of that name, hey Bobby?
Annelie, sorry, Annelie. I think I should call him Mom rather. Mama. All right, I've got Annelie here with me. How's it going so far, Annelie?
Not very good. I'm really struggling. The green is very, very difficult. Seriously.
You seem to be playing quite well coming down this end.
Yeah, but up there it's another story.
Right, well, good luck for the rest of the game.
Thanks.
Oh, Wayne has turned that ball inside. Looks like it might be 2 now, so it's a bit of a bonus there from Northern Cape. If Sepe can draw another couple of bonuses in there and break Wayne York's leg, it'll be what the doctor ordered. But Sepe has been playing the backhand, the line. He's found the line every time. He's just been dropping maybe a meter short. He will be aware of the danger of playing the backhand by flicking the jack as he goes past. So he decided to play the forehand. He's also played the forehand very well.
He often resets. It's like the
Yeah,
third
which
or
is
fourth
not
time.
a bad thing, you know. Sometimes you just lose the grip on the bowl and make sure he's 100% ready. He's very, very focused in this game. He's got a very good line as well. Oh, it's running on. It's running on. What a great draw there from Siapia. So it looks like they're holding at least 2 shots. And I think Wayne York is going to have a good run at that.
You just know
We
that,
might
don't
just
you?
have our 5th burnt head. I think we already had 5 burnt heads. This might be the 6th one. Well, Wayne York, that's the first one they've missed between the 2 of them. So Wayne York has got 1 ball left. If Siapia can draw another 2 in there, pick up a 5, and hopefully Wayne York misses with his last. Oh, Wayne's going to come up and have a look. Very close again. Oh, there's 2 great draws there from Siapia. Oh, just ran through. So it looks like it's still a 2 or 3, but Wayne must be careful now. He doesn't want to have another run. If he flicks his ball out of the head, he could go 4 down. So Laura's asked him to play with a couple of yards of weight to try and trail the jack through to the pink bowls. But she's warned him not to go narrow, because if he goes narrow, the pink bowl can be flicked out of the head. Well, he's certainly having a full go at it. Right, he's taken the 1 out, so it's still 2 shots to Northern Cape, and Sepia would like to draw another. I don't think there's any other option.
I reckon the better shot would be to play narrow, play onto Lara, play her out and stay for 4.
Yeah, I don't think that's the percentage for one extra shot there, Jerry. It's he's got to find that ball full. It's not easy on the screen. I would rather just draw for 3 and bag the 3 and go into the next set. He doesn't want to flick the jack as he goes past. Well, he certainly has got put on a lot of weight with this one. So it's only 2 for Northern Cape. So the score is now 12-11 to Southern Free State. It is after 15 ends. 3 more ends to play.
I think the weight he was playing there, he definitely looked like he might have been looking to play my preferred shot.
Yeah. I think he was trying to basically draw, but he just pushed that one a little bit. Maybe the adrenaline's pumping a little bit too hard at the moment. This is a very, very crucial game. This game could decide the section. Whoever wins this game will be leading the section. Wayne York wouldn't mind a peel. If he can peel this game, he will still be 3 points ahead. Sorry, if Wayne York peels this game, he will go to 19. Kingfisher are now on 18 points. So there'll only be a 1 point difference there, which is a peel. A peel game is 1 point. A win is 3 points. And if Northern Cape don't win this game, they would be stay on 15. And Mark Hensberg will be on 16 as well, which will bring him into contention. Very good opener there from Laura, the full head. We've seen many times on this rink, on the fuller heads, the players seem to find the line better, going away from the board. Well, Annalise is certainly having a look at it. I don't know if she's going to hold. Good effort from Annalise. But it could be dangerous to start attacking the head so early on. You start missing early on, you could drop a number. Well, Laura has drawn 2 great openers there. Annalise certainly has given that one a little bit of extra grass, but not quite the same weight, I think. He's very close to it. I played a great shot there. What a great shot by Annalise. But Wayne has now got an option. He's asked Laura to pull the jack through into the ditch. You can find the ball or the jack, and she's very close. What a great shot there. Unfortunately, the jack did not go into the ditch, but she's certainly holding the 2. And I know Neil Burkett has been working a lot with the young gold squad, drawing to the jack. That's one of his training drills, so CFP will be used to that by now. Spend hours and hours drawing to the edge of the ditch. And the ditches sort of help you here on this green. There's a little ridge just before the end of the ditch, so you can feel comfortable to draw here. And the jack is spread out pretty wide, and so the ball will naturally make grass if you do go wide.
I actually think it might only be 1 down there, so it's not a high pressure draw.
Again, Sepia resets. A little bit of a noise behind him here. Certainly got the line for it. The weight does not look too bad either. Oh, what a great draw there from Sepia. What a great draw. So Wayne has the option now to play with weight, but the problem is if he plays with weight, and he misses, it'll give Sepia an option to draw for 2. I think the important thing is to try and draw the shot first before you start attacking, particularly at this stage of the game. Wayne is very close to it. The ball is just drifting. He's actually playing with weight. I think he was looking to try and trail the jack or set the ball. But on that end, it's very difficult with weight. It just kicks out. So now he's given CFP a chance to draw for 2. Wayne obviously was not confident in his draw there, so he was looking to get jack or ball. CFP, again, he looks pretty good. Might be carrying a bit of extra weight this time. Well, it stopped on the edge of the ditch, as we said. So there's 2 good draws there from Sepia. It's important for Wayne now to try and draw at least a second shot. Certainly he's not short again. He's pushed it way out and a lot of weight. Be very disappointed with that one. Oh, it's up to Sepia now to draw the 3 if he's got to beat his last ball. I think he's pretty close again. What a great draw there. That's 3, and he's actually moved the jack as well to bring the back one in. So Sepia shown his pro-tier form. He's going to the African States at the end of June, and I think Wayne York is going to have a full run at that. Well, he's had a go and he's missed, so that was great 3 balls there from Sepia. He's not making any eye contact with anybody. He's very, very focused. He's walking back to the mat, and it's good to see from a young player the composure that he has shown this game. South Africa can be really proud of our young players making their mark in this game, and the composure that Sepia has shown in this game has been absolutely remarkable. Sepia did go to Australia early on this year to play in the multi-nations with South Africa. Obviously, he did learn a lot there, gained a lot of experience, and you can see that experience coming through now. So Northern Cape now take the lead by 14 shots to 12. There's 2 ends to play. So ladies and gentlemen, we're in for another cracker, another last ender here. I do have some results from you from the other section. Turbi Gabba from Sables beat Limpopo 19-12. Sedibeng beat JBA 2011. BGN beat Northern Free State 18-12. KwaZulu-Natal are playing. Have played their final end now, and they've just won 2011 against Port Natal. So there's a couple of upsets there. The first and second places both lost, Rudy Jacobs and Jerry Baker, which allows teams like KwaZulu-Natal and BGN to creep up the log. So it's going to be a very, very exciting finish. In this game here, we've got It's a big game. Whoever wins this game will be leading the section. If Northern Cape win this game, both Wayne York and Northern Cape will be on 18 points, but Northern Cape have a far better shot aggregate, so they will be leading. If Southern Free State win this game, then it will be sort of
Great ball by
almost
Laura.
section 1 by Southern Free State. They will be 3 points ahead of everybody else. So Kingfisher have just finished their game. Dora Foslu, a lovely lady, is playing with Timothy Woolley, young player from Kingfisher. They won the game against Mpumalanga 20 shots to 9. And having just said that, Laura has actually drawn a great shot. She's drawn 2 great bowls there. Seen this very often throughout the tournament. When the pressure comes on at the end there, Laura definitely plays well. Sepp is having a look now, and
It's a good one to burn.
he might have a look to burn that. He wants to score the set. If he scores the set, he'll be 3 up play in the last. Doesn't want to go into the last 8 peels, but the way he does drive and his accuracy, I wouldn't be surprised if he has a go at it. Oh, just fractionally wide. Now he's committed himself, so I think he's going to have another couple of goes. The problem is when you do miss by a couple of inches like that, you don't know how to adjust really. Sometimes you then tend to over-adjust and you go narrow. But he has been driving exceptionally well this game, Sepp has. So Wayne York will be looking to pile the pressure on now. He's pretty close to it. That could be another.
Yes.
As a good true copper, Annelie has just said to CP, Slatom. So we know what's coming on.
1 and 3. Let's go 1 and 2.
Oh, he's taking his own ball out. Well, he's still got another bullet. We'll see what happens. Wayne York has the opportunity to draw for 4 now. Yeah, Wayne is in the area again. He's got to rest those bowls. Yeah, that could be 4. And he's taking the catch away as well. So it was a great shot there by Wayne. I don't know if CP now is going to try and draw. CP wants to try and draw, but his mother says Slatom, which is very unusual in a mixed pairs game. And normally the lady would want to draw and the men would like to Slatom.
She's now said to him if he wants to draw, he must draw, but if he wants to hit, he must hit. So that's up to him. He's making that decision.
Yeah, I think that's the better option. Doesn't want to have another run and miss the end. But if he can get third shot here, I think he would be happy. He has played some big balls under pressure, Sepia has. Giving himself a good chance here. He's pretty close to it. He's pretty close to this. Sepia has just played an absolute
Gotta be
killer.
kidding
Probably
me.
the shot of the game. And he gets a big hug from his mum. That's an absolute brilliant shot by King Protea. That is one of the greatest shots I've seen this tournament.
And to do that after two massive
Best
drives.
Absolutely brilliant. And I think the whole of Kimberley has just erupted. Hopefully at the Kimberley Bowling Club there, they're enjoying the Yoga Masters and celebrating that shot. Now, Sepia has been really, really impressive this tournament. Playing some great bowls under pressure, eating, drawing, did exceptionally well. But now it's up to Wayne. Wayne has to try and, on the backhand, to try and move the jack a bit. For two. Looks like he's lining up to have a bit of a run as well. Certainly has, but he's gone wide, I think. So that was a great shot. That's probably a match-winning shot there from Sepia. All he wants to do now is his mother must get something close in the last end. She has been battling away from the board. So Northern Cape take a 15-shot to 12 lead after 17 ends. Playing the last head, 3 shots up. That was the shot of the day. We were saying there, Jerry, that he probably will settle for third shot there. But to get number one was unbelievable.
That was a brilliant. That was just then after the 2 big drives to adjust your weight back to a draw. I don't think a lot of people can do that.
Certainly. I'm pleased that Annalise has changed her hand to the forehand. It's a more natural bend to the jack. The backhand is a lot of discrepancies in the line. If you go a little bit too wide, it kicks out. But again, Laura has played an absolute beaut. She certainly has outbowled Annalise this morning. But I think CP has had the better of Wayne. CP has had a few very good drives and a few very good draws under pressure as well. And after that shot, the mother has given CP something to play to. Rather through the head than be short. Laura, with the first ball, was very good, and the second one looks just as good.
Yeah,
there's
very
two
nice.
great openers there from Laura.
Good line again here.
Yeah, if you can just pull up now or find something. Oh, okay. Still holding the 2. Wayne says it's better now, but I'm not too sure if it's better now. It gives Siep here an option to draw on the backhand. So there's 3 great bowls there from Laura. So at the moment they are lying peels. And Siep is very, very concentrated. He walks straight past his mother, straight to the mat. And he knows that this is the head that could win them the section or lose them the section. CP has been drawing very well on the backhand. I think it's easier on the long head. It does come back, as long as he's not too wide on that hand. Certainly got a decent line, and he's very, very close to it. He's coming back. He's just drawn number 1. He is on fire, ladies and gentlemen. This is our new young Protea bowler. Big future ahead for him. And I think Kimberley erupts again. Another yoga master, guys. Yeah, Jerry, CP has remained totally focused this whole game. He's just intensity and the way he's played is taking his time with the delivery. It's been wonderful to watch. Really, it has been. And congratulations to all the coaches. Neil Burkett, who's helped CP in his recent trip. Obviously, installing the mental strength in them, in our younger players. And it's all coming through now.
Yeah, there was no doubt that Siepe wasn't here for a haircut today. He came to win this game.
Well, it's going to be very difficult now for Wayne. He's going to try and have to remove the back ball out without touching the jack. But I think CP must just try and get another ball in the head. Something similar to his last. Maybe not give a target. He mustn't get his ball close to his first bowl, because then Wayne could possibly whip them both out. But if he reaches those back bowls, the pink bowls, that'll be the perfect shot. Sepe has thrown this one a little bit wider, and as we said, when you throw that ball wide on that hand, it kicks out. And it's a bit of a very, very fine line between a great shot and a ball that hangs out about a meter. So Wayne is now having a look. He says maybe he can clip the ball out, or alternatively burn the head. Yes, you probably missed the jack by a centimeter or so, and clip the ball out. Well, Wayne is playing with a lot of weight, but he's very, very wide on that hand. It's going to be very extremely difficult on that hand to get it. The ball just seems to kick out when you do play with weight. So I think CFA just has to try and draw another ball in the head, try and match those pink balls at the back, and not get anywhere near the head. He doesn't want to make a target at all. Walking up slowly now to inspect the head, making 100% sure what he wants to do. the composure that he's actually shown this game is unbelievable. I've never seen that from a youngster before. In this game, I think Lara is probably the better of Anneli, but as a combination, I think Siepie and his mom have done very well together. The synergy on the green is excellent. The mother does not get upset at all on the green. She keeps on encouraging her son. And similarly with Siepie, whenever there's a bad shot played by his mom, he walks up to her and gives her a high five and says, "Come on, next day is better." And he's totally, totally focused. He's not looking around. He's not focusing on anything around him. He's in a little bubble at the moment. Well, he's just asked the commentators what he should play. And I've already said what he should play, but he should know what he should do. Yeah, he must try and draw is exactly what. The only thing is he mustn't get too close to the jack and provide a target for Wayne. Idea is to try and get to the big bowls at the back. But he's certainly on a good line. He might not quite have the weight. Is he going to finish? Well, Wayne is having a look now. He wants to try and clip the back bowl out for 3 to peel the game. It's a very difficult shot. He probably will make contact with the jack, and I think if he makes contact with the jack, it will be another burnt head.
If Charles and Anneli win here, this next game, Laura and Wayne will be playing against Natal Inland. Natal Inland who've been struggling, so they've got a chance of picking up a big score there to go top of the log.
Yeah, well, as it stands at the moment, wait until this last bowl is played. Wayne's having a full go at it. And he's gone narrow. So well done to Siepie. What a great game that was. Brilliant play by Siepie under pressure there. Laura York had a great game at lead and exceptionally tight finish at the end. Thank you to the viewers. I'll just update you now with the log. Wayne York is on 18 points and Siepie is on 18 points. Siepie will be on plus 57 and Wayne York will be on plus 33. So it's a case of just Charles. If Charles wins this afternoon's game, then he should win the section. Charles has got a tough game this afternoon as well. He will be playing against Colin Diaga from Northwest Bowls, and Wayne York will be playing Brendan Ainley from Natal Inland. Thank you for watching, for all the viewers, and from Sasolburg Bowling Club, we'll sign off now and see you at 2:30.
2:30 is come and gone.
Come and gone?
Yeah.